You're right, guys, and welcome to episode 4 of my Road to Glory series on FIFA 18. So, last episode were really good because I had 3 games and I won all 3 of them. So, playing another 3 games in this episode, looking to make it another 3 wins in a row. But I decided to strengthen, as I usually do at the beginning of every episode, my team a little bit. Get a Lanzini and also a Mangala from Everton. Come up against the first opponent with a Real Madrid badge and quite a nice kit as well. He's got a few informs in there. He's also got Bakayoko, Lacazette, Vardy up front. He's got Mohamed Salah, he's got Son, he's got Bellerin. He's got a better squad than me overall, so needed to make sure that I was in the mood to play for this one. Ended up getting an early lead with Iscoedo, who again is scoring so much goals for me. He's such an overpowered player. I say it in every episode because it's so true. He just seems to score for the fun of it. Fortunately, the lead doesn't last long as he equalised with, to be honest, that was a pretty good finish from Lacazette, and the replay shows it, a nice volley to equalise for him, so I couldn't really complain about that in terms of the goal because it was a good one. Fortunately, he does take the lead as well pretty soon after he equalised with Jamie Vardy, who's just too fast for my defence, runs through him so easily and slots past the goalkeeper to put him ahead in the game. At this point, I was getting a bit angry because I was the one who was playing so much better than him, and he's gone and taken the lead. His lead doesn't last long at all though, because straight down the other end I equalised a few minutes later with Renato Sanchez, another player who seems to be doing well for me at the moment. Obviously he's low rated at 76, but he is playing very well for me also, and eventually I end up retaking the lead. I think that's Lanzini, who is managing to get past his defence so easily, crosses it into Balassi, who heads it home to put a 3-2 head. So yeah, this game, what an entertaining first half. 3-2 in the 30 odd minute, and goes into the second half looking to add to the scoreline, and I do that by Lacazette, who gets a bit lucky, manages to take a few touches off a few players and lands to Renato Sanchez for his second of the game. So at 4-2, I'm thinking this should be easy now. I should be able to push on and even score more goals because I was finding it a lot easier to break down his defence. Lanzini actually scores a really nice goal here, finesse outside the box, goes in top corner, so 5-2 ahead at the moment, which is fantastic. And I am actually playing, even though it's only early doors, I think it's Division 9 in seasons, I'm still playing really well, and the opponents aren't really having a good game against me. I end up scoring to make it 6-2 there. I thought I was going to get given offside because I sort of bundled into another one of my players who I thought were in an offside position, but luckily it countered, and Balassi is the man to put us 6-2 ahead. Again, another very high scoring game this, as they usually are in the early divisions. It makes it 6-3, unfortunately, like Jamie Vardy again. Such an entertaining game, and this team though, which I've got now, is taking so much shape. I'm managing to improve it so much because I keep winning games and keep winning divisions, so I'm like gaining a lot of coins from all this. Lacazette puts me 7-3 ahead with yet another finesse goal, which seems to be working out really well for me. And that is that for the first game. A nice easy win and deserved win there. The opponent wasn't really a good match for me, and yeah, definitely deserved that one. End up getting only 431 coins back off that, but as you can see by the stats, definitely deserved to win that one. And unfortunately, this is the game which really frustrates me. He's got a very good team. He's got Mbappe, Thomas Lemar, Coleman, Fekir, Ben Arthur. Just a nice French squad, and at this point in time, it's better than my squad, which still, my squad could still do with being improved quite a lot, but it's the main man, Izquierdo, who takes the lead for me in the 12th minute. Unfortunately for me, this is the start of the downfall, me taking the lead, as it's early doors and that is the only joy I have this game, unfortunately. I thought I was dominating this guy, but he proved to be such an annoying opponent. But then again, I can't really complain because I'm not going to win every game. It's just a shame that so early on in the season, in the series, that I've got my first loss. Makes it 2. He puts himself 2-1 ahead in the 55th minute with Fekir, which was a nice finish, I suppose, but I thought one of my defenders could have tackled him or the keeper could have pushed it out wide. He ends up scoring again in the 58th minute, so only a few minutes later I'm 3-1 down and I'm thinking, can I get back in this game? I remembered that I actually make a few subs after he scored that goal because I didn't want to lose. It proved to go the other way because he scored again with Thomas Lemar, who was just too much to ask for in this game. I mean, I couldn't contain him, and if you look at the stats, I actually played better than him. I had more shots on target and everything, which is a real shame, but then again, he was more clinical than me, so what can I do about that? If he's more clinical than me and scores 4 goals to my 1 goal. So after that loss, I knew that I wanted to strengthen at least one area. I decided to go for my left back, which is a good decision because I know I've got Andrew Robertson from Liverpool, who I can't really judge too much, but I want to strengthen my team even more. So I end up going from a 76, which I think Robertson is, to an 82 overall Danny Rose. Come up against a guy with the Bundesliga squad, bar Mignolet, who's obviously in the Prem. I thought by looking at his squad, I fancied my chances because I do personally believe that I had the better squad than him. Now the squad's taken shape a little bit, I'm starting to feel a bit more confident in games, and I take the lead in the 28th minute with who else but Lacazette, who is scoring every few games. He's scored about 6 or 7 now, which is fantastic, and this is as easy as you like. This goal was just a really easy goal, straight from a throw-in. Zappa crosses the ball in, and it's Izquierdo who scores with his head. Izquierdo has scored with his head so much times now, and yeah, he's definitely my favourite player in the team. He's a joy to have in this squad. But unfortunately, he gets back in the game pretty soon after I score my second goal with Gabriel Jesus, who I wouldn't actually mind getting for this squad. The 83 overall Jesus anyway, not the 81. Because it's an upgrade and I would personally prefer that one. This is a good goal because of the through ball which I managed to find Izquierdo, who scores again. I think that's his second of the game, and he's the guy who's scoring the most goals at the moment out of everyone because he's so good. Overpower that previously said. But that is the end of the episode anyway, guys. I end up winning the division title, which is fantastic. Get 2 wins and unfortunately one loss in this episode, but then again, pretty happy with it overall, and that was a well-deserved victory as well. If you could like and subscribe, it would mean a lot because I'm still trying to build my channel up to gain more subscribers and views and everything, so if you could do that I would appreciate it, and thanks for watching.